What it do? 30 Minions, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Echo.
Yes.
Lourdes. Right here on the set.
Of course.
Paco, Patrick, Roger. We've got Edwin Sound. We've literally got everyone and the director.
Pearl on directing.
Exactly.
We've got everyone.
We've got literally everyone.
Everyone.
Why wouldn't you want to watch the show when every single person mentioned is a bomb-ass personality? Without the individuals that we mentioned in this list, this show would not be where it is today. And especially because of yourselves. It is 5 o'clock, so you should know what time it is. Not literally, but what time it is to do what we have to do. 2 trending topics. Right here, laying it out here, discussing with the hashtag 30 minutes.
I miss this energy. I won't lie. Like, I miss it.
It's very nice to be back.
You know the way it feels like, you know, yesterday was such a long haul.
Oh, you did so well.
Man.
Shout out to Echo, because every single time I managed to get sick. And I've been sick.
It was a long haul. Oh my God.
I can imagine.
I was just going on.
You did us good. Like, you did us good. Because it's definitely a 2-man job, but you definitely made it look like a very easy 1-man job. And you gave me my shout out.
Of course, I had to.
Thank you very much.
I had to. Because I missed you a lot.
Oh,
yeah, I missed you a lot.
Stop. You're going to make me shy, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, in case you're wondering what this is 30 minutes. My name is Lourdes Alexandra Opong, and you can find me on Twitter at @HelloLourdes_.
And my name is Eko Kumsi. You can find me on all social media platforms at PK_Kumsi with a double N. I mean, it's going to be an exciting show, so please, we want to hear what you have to say on all our social media platforms with the hashtag 30 minutes. And also drop us a WhatsApp message on our WhatsApp line 0204447033. We'll be so glad, we'll be honored to read your WhatsApp messages. But I mean, you are welcome to 30 minutes. Today we have 2 interesting topics for you. And once you guys and girls, boys, uncles, aunties, mummies, daddies, kitty bombs, once you guys talk about it, we are surely going to talk about it. So, for the first one here, or the second story.
Without further ado.
Take it out.
Just in case you thought that Ghana wasn't being projected as a holiday destination enough, here come the writer and director of Girls Trip saying that the prequel would happen and be shot right here. Guys, we're in for a treat when we discuss about this. And of course, music matters. Samini talks about Sarkodie airing his request to feature in various projects of his, particularly his Burning EP. So we have all this and more right here on the set right now. So of course, take out your phones, let your friends know that we're here to discuss everything that you're talking about. But till then, we have some bills to go and pay. So we'll catch you right after the break.
Globally, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. That's why by giving her Pepsodent, you're not only protecting her teeth, but also helping her grow up and thrive at every stage of her life with a healthy and confident smile, so she can succeed and achieve all of her dreams. Because every smile matters.
Why are you crying? It's a tear of joy. I'm on my kind 92. I'm a course stadium crab with the pen feel. Need the second time I make a match or make them feel. Oh, 80 plus. How? Other pictures are 5 times better clear than the others. You can record your favorite shows, rewind, pause, and control your viewing experience anyhow you want it. Wow, watching HD Plus is like you did a Philly. You can get HD Plus decoder from any multi-TV dealer or all electronic shop nationwide, and the price is affordable.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your favorite show right here down in the city, where for the next 30 minutes, we're talking about everything and every single thing that you are talking about on the social interwebs. Of course, if it's on the spaces, if it's on the platforms, if you're hashtagging it, if you're like, this is absolutely diabolical, we're right here to report it. In case
take that line again.
If you're like, it's absolutely diabolical, because that's usually what everyone does when they see something on social media.
Yeah.
It's either something really
interesting,
or something that just
like
blows your mind.
Like,
It's just like, why is this happening? Why are we allowing it to happen?
I feel like sometimes people feel like...
WKH, all of those letters.
You know, sometimes I feel like people just sit there and they're like, the internet is not fun enough. Like, there's no violence on the internet. So
let me
put something
let me
there
do
and
something
then,
crazy.
like, rile up everyone.
There's always someone
and all of that.
oversharing, always some really crazy picture that you probably shouldn't have seen. Or in the case of Twitter porn, like you just be minding your business. Did I tell you about how whenever I go to the salon, I have to turn the darkness of my phone down
Because
I don't know what's going to go on my TL, and then my head just will come and judge me that this is what I've been looking at. Is this what I've been looking at?
Yeah. Anyway, so talking about violence, Samini has been unhappy with Sarkodie apparently for a very, very long time. So Samini actually puts that on his Twitter handle.
Chest.
Yeah, that I know questions that people should ask him. I feel like artists do this from time to time just to engage with their fans. And one person, I think the person is a Sarkodie fan, was like, "Oh, when are we going to see you on a record with Sarkodie?" And it was like the floodgates were open for this guy to like air out his sentiment that he has bottled in for a very, very long time. He was like, "No, I'm not going to do a record with Sarkodie. Even I'm not going to give him a record. Even if he." No, I'm not going to put him on my song. Even if he asks me for one, I won't do it. So everybody's like, because you know, they had like one of the biggest records in Ghana, Lavis Rock?
Yes. And separately, they're very good artists with really good streaks. So you would imagine, or you'd assume that eventually they'd make a song together. But like Echo said, Samini says, no do. And in case you're wondering, we're not making this up. We're not picking this up. Let's look at the tweet.
Let's check out the tweet
where Samini addresses this.
Okay,
so Mr. Slimhouse says, Samini Dagati, please, when was the last time you entered the studio with the landlord at Sarkodie, and when are you people joining again? And Samini goes on to say, not sure I'll need a verse from Sark, because if he ever does need one, I'm not interested, and that's facts. He knows this himself.
What does
allo mean? Like when you're passing someone by?
His sly, like his dodgy.
I thought he meant like hello. Like,
no.
Hello,
so he's dodgy sometimes.
Oh, that's oof.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and I don't play that. Yes or no be problem for so ego slow you and your project to go dull.
Yeah.
He did it to me on Burning EP. Ooh. And then he goes on to say, because the questions just kept coming in.
And you know, this is what, like, you know, it riled people up and people were asking for more. So they were just, you know, asking for more, and then somebody else came and was it.
Amarex J says, and the bloggers will pick this up because obviously they will. If I may ask, do all artists pay for a feature? Maybe the paddy level needs to stop and set business goals for featuring. Samini goes on to reply, I did Love Rocks for free under 24 hours. What are you talking about, LOL? He's just hello when it comes to returning favors. That's all. Unlike him, I do my own hooks and verses, and I don't need features to blow. Like I die, LOL. Sarkodie, you know what time it is. I'll be popping it. We shoot direct. Okay, so in case you thought this was enough, no, he goes on to say even more. He says, I got nothing against Sarkodie, and he knows it. He also knows that he did owe me personal apology for the blue ticks after having me send 3 tracks and he choosing to respond to only 1. After asking me if it was a single or an album, to which I answered to it's an EP, he's like cool, and he's yet to respond. Yes.
Surely,
the only thing I wish Samini did was actually give us this timestamps. I'd like to know which year this happened, so we know just how. Just to know how long he's been aired for, because best believe it could be a year, it could be 2, it could be 10 for all we know. When did Love Rocks come out?
So I mean,
when did Love Rocks come out?
Oh, Love Rocks, like it came out a very, very long time ago.
Exactly. So between that time and now, we don't even know how long it's been. But best believe there was some airing done.
Of course. But I mean, Sarkodie was on Hits FM today with Andy Dusty, and you know how he likes to do it. So he just spoke Sarkodie a little bit with the questions about Samini, and then he was evasive about it. And then Andy Dusty was like, no, I'm going to put Samini on. And so he called Samini, and this is what Samini had to say. So let's check out this video of what Samini had to say.
The ground, as compared to how people make it seem when they come and they sugarcoat things. Sark, you know, force for me. He did a baby, listen. You know, force for me. You be my small boy, you know that. We did on the Sark was the first guy that rapped and said he wants to blow and become like Samini in one of his very first raps. Later on, when he went out and said, Kobisa Yogi Dogi de Sonny Bali de Kobisa Sonny Bali de Yogi de Samini. I mean, besides, he said, then Yogi de Samini. No. After about Radio Star, they asked him, he said he's not really a Samini fan, so he doesn't really listen to the songs like that, so he doesn't know the song they're talking about. Same guy that said in his earlier freestyles that he wants to be like Samini. Guess what? Here is the Samini in 2023 still, my guy. Don't play.
This is it.
Okay, so that was it right there. The bit of a response there, the back and forth. Apparently people not really liking people's songs, people not being very genuine.
And I feel like the whole line about Kobisa Kobisa Sonny Bali, they are Yogi Dogi DS Samin, they check it. I feel like that line got to Samin at some point because sometimes you feel like it's rap, but it really got to him. So he was asking for clients. I was like, no, I'm not a fan of his song and all of those things. But today, Sarkodie, after this, had to respond to it and say his side of the story. So let's also hear what Sarkodie had to say, and then we'll be back to talk about it deeper.
I'll be grateful.
And you don't see.
No. Because
it's all for me, and I'm casting you, but I won't tell you.
Well, I understand.
You get me. So, but it's all good. Him feeling like that, I don't have any control over that. I can only say sorry to how he feels, not necessarily because I agree with everything he's saying, but if that's how he feels, I don't think I have any. But my dream creating the things that he's talking about, and to make some things clear, I said in the beginning, I treat things differently from how people would treat things. So every person in this industry has some. I wouldn't call it pain because I don't care, because that doesn't mean that it doesn't happen to you. Everybody has something happening to them, So I get it. He has expressed, if you want to take people to call and say, Sarkodie does things for me quick, you have 1,000 people who also say it. And then you have some people who also say, what did I say? I told Bulldog, it's about the music. I just recorded, not because the music is not good. You could hear a song that is so good, but maybe you don't hear yourself. You're trying to find a pocket in the song, and then one day you do it. And then some songs, when they send it to you, it's like 2 seconds. Maybe, probably, if I send you a song and then you really loved it in that moment, you did it. I didn't figure it out. I'm not talking about him. It could happen, as in general. So, to my brother, I would just definitely say sorry for how he feels, not endorsing the fact that everything he's saying is what I believe in or what I think is the truth. But if he says he feels like that, then yeah, sorry.
Alrighty, so there we have it. Kabute's explanation as to, possibly the miscommunication, but he's essentially saying that sometimes in Music Matters, he might not precisely hear himself or how he can materialize his sound on a person's song. He feels like he might not be the right fit for the tune, which I feel like is a justified, reason. But I do feel like at the end of the day, just let people know.
Of course,
don't air them completely.
Don't leave them hanging.
Let them know that, bro, I did feel the song. I like the song, but I don't feel like I can do anything special to it. So, pass it on to the next person, possibly with somebody with such, experience in the industry.
Exactly.
You definitely know some people that you could put on, maybe pass it, recommend some people that might sound amazing on it. I know the Tema Boys do that a lot. When RTBs came to the studio, the City Studios, they actually talked about the fact that they always look to the younger ones, Darker Vibes, for recommendations on who they feel like should be on a song. So for one of their albums, the most recent one, I think Darko recommended, Back to Basics. Darko actually recommended Stonebwoy on the feature, and they got Stonebwoy on it. So you can do that, especially with somebody of your level and your stature.
But I mean, in one of the tweets, I don't know, but in one of the tweets I read on Twitter, Samini actually said he sent 3 songs to Sarkodie, and Sarkodie chose one
so
that he feels like. So he knew like the one that he could see or feel himself in there. And sometimes I feel like, and this is my opinion, I feel like sometimes we, in quotes, rubbish the feelings of people, but sometimes accept that, oh, I made this person feel bad and I'm sorry, but you cannot just say that. I mean, that's how it feels. So you do not really care, but you don't, or you don't.
I think it's very important, especially with music, because music is always an extension of an identity. To, like Echo said, validate someone's feelings. Just because you may not particularly understand why the person feels the way they do, you have to actually acknowledge that they feel the way they do.
Exactly.
So yes, what you just say about him just rubbishing it and just brushing it aside, like that's how he feels. Come on, Kabute, you can do much better. But we hope that in the future, when all these features come up, because the problem with the situation is we hear this about Sarkodie over and over and over again. We heard it with the Nasty C situation, about how he wasn't really respectful to him. Sheriff Ogunu, exactly.
Like there's a
lot of people that have made the same complaint about Sarkodie continuously airing them. So we hope that in the future, you pick up your phone, you reply to them. It doesn't necessarily have to be like, we can do this. You can actually just tell them what you've told us all about your creative integrity and how you feel like you cannot fit on a song or you could not do anything special to a song. But yeah, we hope to see some improvements, and we hope that the younger ones actually learn from the situation. Let's make the communication much better, especially within the Music Matters.
Of course, but you guys were also reacting to this massively, and I love the way people react to some of these things, so we are getting to talk about them. So let's check out some of the reactions. Let's go.
Alrighty, so Obim Pana.
Do you understand? Someone's girlfriend.
Oh, but why? Why? Why do you have to claim yourself, babes? I'm sure your identity is way more than someone else's girlfriend. Sarkodie has acted mature in his response by apologizing if Samini feels hard done by the issues. Okay, Obimpe, now what you should be doing is checking your
was that an
grammar.
apology?
But I don't think that was. It was actually a backhanded apology. It's like, oh, you can feel the way you want to feel, but you know, cannot say that word. Samini did claim say he doesn't need anyone's verse to make a hit, but he is pained because Sarkodie never did his verse for him. Obviously, he's hurt that his peer and somebody he really, you know, not looks up to, but someone he really rates didn't, you know. It's just a communication thing, and it's also a human thing. I think people forget that, particularly with art or art forms, it's a very human thing. So human relations do matter.
Yeah,
the way you relate to someone.
His name reflects what he tweeted.
Eagle Ye's Eyes says Samini is envious because the enabler of his genre chose Sarkodie, a rapper, over him. He had all the time to vent, but he chose this moment to come out. It's calculated, that's evil. How he spoke on air shows it, out of envy and bitterness. He even brought back the Boga Boga line. Okay, I feel like these are all Sarkodie. I feel like people are not understanding what Samini's saying. He's just talking about something very real that happened. And even in the subsequent tweet, he actually spoke about how he has no hard feelings towards Kabute. And you know what? I like what Samini did because he actually addressed Kabute's actions as opposed to Kabute the person or the individual. And that's what you have to do. So Austin says, Samini really caught Sarkodie off guard with his rant. Samini feels pain, but he went in hard beyond failing to get Sarkodie on the verse. He's subtly saying Sarkodie belittles him. He's not saying that. Oh God, guys.
I mean, Sika has one more.
Hey, some of us, we need to go back to school and just redo the whole language learning. Sika says the kind of part where Sarkodie gets be different, I swear. If it was any other artist, where did the studio where Samini talked that way to him, in Anka, it go be something else. It's about time y'all have to accept the fact that Sarkodie doesn't owe anybody anything. Okay, wow.
I mean, yeah, but
I feel like everyone is deciphering this exchange in a completely different way.
Yeah.
But yes, hopefully we can have more open conversations without these very weird and out-of-box criticisms. No, because if I come and say what I really think, people will come for me, innit? So you have to validate the way people feel on social media.
Yeah. Anyways, but it's been an exciting one. If you want to be part of the City family, please pick out your phone, scan the barcode that would appear on your screen to take you to YouTube. Our CityTube, that's our page. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and get to be part of the City family. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with more.
It's City on the Go. You don't have to miss any of your favorite television and radio shows on City TV and City FM. Enjoy thrilling content from your world of great television and relevant radio at your convenience. Subscribe to CityTube on YouTube. Turn on your notification button and receive prompts on our live streaming sessions and new content uploads. For easy access to the CityTube page, scan the barcode on your screens. Subscribe to the CityTube page and voila! Unlimited content awaits you. Don't forget to subscribe to CityTube for amazing content from City TV and City FM.
Welcome back.
Yes,
30 minutes right here on City TV. I mean, we do this with you guys, so once you guys talk about it, we have something to do, we have something to talk about. It is very, very exciting because you guys really give us something to talk about. But Lawrence is going to take us because he's very excited about the second story. I don't know.
I'm not excited.
So take us.
No, I'm actually not excited. I have very mixed feelings about this because as much as I love a good form of cinema. There's some repercussions, especially when it's shot in a foreign country. So if you are familiar with the rom-com Girls Trip, which features a fantastic cast, Jada Pinkett Smith,
Tiffany Haddish,
Queen Latifah.
Kwame Siriboe apparently was a Ghanaian either.
Yeah, don't you know
Kwame
Kofi Siriboe?
No.
Yeah, he's
Kofi
like an
Siriboe,
actor.
yeah.
He acts in a few Oprah shows, dramas. But yes, Girls Trip has been announced to have a prequel. And this time round, it's being shot not in America, but right here. And like, guys, dead ass right here.
No, is it a
in
full
Ghana,
production that will be
West
shot
Africa.
in Ghana?
Yes,
or do we
because
feature part of it in Ghana?
I feel like obviously they'll shoot a part of it in Ghana, but the point of Girls Trip is a bunch of girls, just a bunch
Going
of
for
friends
a
who've been
conference.
together, friends for a very long
Reunite,
time,
yeah.
just go off on a holiday to reconnect and rebuild their friendship. So in the first movie, just for a bit of context, they were in New Orleans and they went to the Essence Music Festival, had a good time, the problems happen, people fall in love, da-da-da-da-da. But this time they're bringing all of that energy to our very own Ghana, West Africa. So in a very candid interview about her writing process, Tracy Oliver, the director and the writer of Girls Trip, announced that the prequel is coming. She has to actually submit the writing or the script to the studios, but she plans for it to happen in Ghana. And they actually mentioned that one of the festivals, one of our local festivals, formerly known as Afrochella, now known as Afrofuture, will be featured in the film, hopefully. Now, everyone's excited because obviously tourism, you know, benefits and all of that.
Of course.
But then within the same breath of space, the tourism levels is also seen as, you know, a disadvantage. Because once this hits the cinemas, once this hits the screens, best believe that, guys, Ghana will never be the same. Every single person will be trying to come into our country. And when you look at all the countries that have, you know, over time progressed into tourist destinations, the economies have suffered. I cannot lie to you. The economies have suffered. So are we happy about this? Are we not happy about this? Projection is good, but projection can be bad at the same time.
But you know, I hope the presidential villa is out of all the places.
Do not kill me. Is that what it's called now? I thought it was called the Meek Mill Chamber.
Anyways, but you know, let's check out this video of Girls Trip and, you know, we'll be back to give you more talks.
Listen, Toronto, I'm never going to let it go. Clueless reboot. You said there was still a chance. In Toronto, where are we at?
Do you see us right now, Tracy?
I know.
We're all like,
clueless. I wish I had a better answer. I'm still going to give you a terrible answer.
Are you still chewing on it?
Still kind of chewing on it.
Okay.
But I do have a definitive Girls Trip 2 update.
I'm going to pass out. Tell me.
So that is officially happening.
No.
Yeah! So I can say
that. Is everybody coming back?
Everyone's coming back.
You are too kind to us. That's amazing.
Yes. Yeah, no one else knows this, and Will Packer might kill me, but we're looking to set it in Ghana.
Afrochella? Afrochella?
Yes.
I know. Oh my God. We're like, we're just coming to shadow.
I know.
Afrochella.
Timeline?
All right, so there is a snippet of Tracy Oliver with a bunch of actresses, including everybody's favorite Megan Good, talking about the prequel of Girls Trip being set in Ghana.
Of course, but I'm very, very excited, and I know for you, Madame Juliette Asante, CEO of
Ghana will never be the same. We'll never
Ghana
have Ghana
National Ghana Film Authority. I feel like there's a feather in your cap, so you have to celebrate it. Juliette Asante, we salute you.
But how will the National Film Authority be included in something like this?
You know, they were in the US recently, and they really went to lobby for people to come shoot in Ghana. I think she had last year when we had the business series.
Yes,
she mentioned it as the orange economy. She had an interview with Bernard Avila, and she was like, they were in the US and they were lobbying for people to come shoot in Ghana. And I think they've launched a campaign shooting Ghana. So that's really, really good. But you guys were also reacting to this on social media. So let's check out some of your reactions on social media. 4K LW. Great place to record a movie. Yeah, of course. But I know it comes with its own negative aspects of it.
That's what I'm saying, that we're going to suffer from it. Once we're on the Hollywood screens, Ghana will never be the same. Every single person wants to come to our little cute country. Look at the way we're suffering already with all the social media representation and projection so far.
WDYT says, can we swap Tiffany Haddish for Janelle James from Abbott Elementary.
Yes, a lot of people have been worried about Tiffany Haddish's return to the movie because of recent, controversy regarding some old videos that she made in terms of child pedophilia and trying to make jokes out of it, making light of it. So
Real Mona says, already looking forward to the Flagstaff House scene. Why is everybody coming from Flagstaff House?
Because we all know that's gonna happen.
The girl Jaya says, funny movie, but Tiffany has a lot of apologizing to do when it comes to press tour. Even though she wasn't the one doing the nasty thing, she still played the part. Hoping the movie is light-hearted and just as successful.
A lot of people are worried about Tiffany Haddish's addition to this.
Piper says, oh my God, what an amazing location. Hopefully they can do some charitable work while they are here. Candy is always doing good community work, so
that's true. Candy Burst
should always be the one.
Maybe we might see
receiving end, let's just give them a good experience. That's all. But I'm very excited.
In a way, we
it's
do
going to be
benefit from
Afrofuture.
this,
That's going to benefit from this. I'm really excited. I really look forward to it. And a few scenes. Maybe they can come shoot a few scenes here in the city. Our studios are open.
Mixed feelings. Also, the most important thing is if they get the narrative correctly. And which part of the narrative are they trying to show? Are they trying to show Ghana in its true tourism, ways? Or are they trying to show Ghana through the perspective or the lens of Edesi December? Do you get what I mean? And if they are, who are they pitching or who are they, allocating to write these? Because at the end of the day, nobody can write the Ghanaian story better than Ghanaians.
But I mean, Kofi Siriboe is in there, so he would probably give a lot of
American.
No,
so
but what I'm saying is he could give a lot of insight into it. It doesn't mean yes, he's American, but I don't think he's lost touch with his Ghanaian roots or anything. So he could give a lot of
there's always that barrier with diaspora and locals. They just never get it. They can get elements of it, but they just never get it. Not their fault, obviously.
Anyways.
We have some messages. I love to read some messages from you guys. Let's go. Okay, so Patience, this is Twitter Patience Amma. Kojo Eugene wishes you a day filled of love, happiness, cakes, hugs and kisses. And might I tell you, Patience, he's actually added emojis to every single thing because you hold a sacred place in my heart. May this year always bring you smiles and success. Happy Silver Jubilee birthday, babes.
Yeah,
from
sure.
Kojo Eugene.
Anyways,
and then we have
go
a big shout to Abigail and Yaban. Stay awesome and keep watching #30 minutes.
Of course. I mean, that's a beautiful one. But right here in the city, we have for you the Effective Living Series 2023 Starter Pack for Building Back Better. And then we have Insurance Fundamentals tomorrow with Michael Labi, Senior Manager, Broker-Led Corporate Distribution, Enterprise Insurance. And it is hosted by Bernard Avle. You can listen to it on City 97.3 FM at 9 a.m. and then watch it on City TV at 9:30 a.m. Please, it is sponsored by Enterprise Life Insurance and then Hallmark Freight and Logistics Ghana.
All right, and whilst you're at it, make sure you add to your city watch list What's Cooking. A brand new episode airs at 6 p.m. tonight with Chef Tracy. And guess what, guys? I actually make an appearance here. It's all about snacks, Ghanaian snacks with Ayoko. So tune in for this delicious episode.
All right, and
obviously it's sponsored by Tasty Tom.
Of course, and then we have Hairdressers showing on Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. and it is sponsored by Ebony Condoms and Tasty Tom. You can catch a new episode of Hairdressers every week on YouTube. So, yeah, you can go watch it on YouTube as well.
Vox Pop Central returns on Thursday at 7 p.m. Watch Tajuddin Abdullah asks all kinds of citizens, short, tall, fat, slim, everything, all ages, all sizes, various burning questions.
All right, but then if you get to know, today Heritage Caravan is sold out. So, there are no seats, no beds, nothing. So please, if you call, you hear the disappointing news. It's sold out. And I mean, that's how we do it the city way. Once it's sold out, we won't even try to create something for you. No, it's sold out. So please register for next year. But I mean, it's been an amazing time, an amazing show. And for me, I'm very, very excited. Happy birthday to you, David Donu, one of our floor guys.
Happy birthday, David.
Super guy, amazing guy. Today it was my office to come and bill me, but yeah, I had to.
Do not kill me.
Happy birthday to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of 30 Minutes. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Make sure you watch that What's Cooking episode right after, and we will see you soon.
Sure,
have a good evening.
Hello, welcome to Class Act, your virtual classroom on City TV, a platform to learn from the comfort of your home at your own pace. I will introduce today's lesson after this short break. Do stay tuned.
Health. The Vodafone Healthline Medical Call Center is manned by a team of doctors specially trained to provide medical advice and consultation on diverse health issues to the general public via telephone conversations or other digital meeting tools. Callers on any network can access the center every day by dialing the short code 255 to speak to a doctor to assist with consultation and healthcare. Health Vest Mass Community Health Screening. The Vodafone Ghana Foundation Health Vest Initiative offers periodic health screening exercises for rural and urban communities across the country. With the aid of qualified medical doctors and nurses, Health Vest provides free medical screening, consultation, and medication for citizens across the country. This initiative is further complemented by Ultrasound Scan Project, which is conducted every other month across rural communities. Vodafone Homecoming Nationwide Hospital Bill Settlement Initiative. Vodafone Homecoming is another benevolent initiative championed by Vodafone Ghana Foundation. Here, the foundation pays the medical bills of insolvent patients who are unable to go home due to these unpaid bills. The foundation settles these bills for treated patients across the country and goes further to reunite the beneficiaries with their families, connecting for good.
Welcome back. My name is Joel Dugan. You can call me Sir Joel. I'm your integrated science teacher for today. Today I'm going to introduce you to matter, an aspect of chemistry, and we shall be focusing on the mole concept. So what are we going to learn today? By the end of today's lesson, you should be able to perform calculations on relative molecular mass, molar mass, and concentration of a solution. So I want you to stay tuned, relax, and follow the lesson as we move on. Let's begin by looking at molecular formula. So when we talk of molecular formula, we are talking of the actual number of atoms of the different elements in one molecule of a compound. That is what molecular formula is all about. So for example, if you take sulfuric acid with a formula H2SO4, we can say we have 2 atoms of hydrogen, 1 atom of sulfur, and 4 atoms of oxygen. I hope that is clear enough. Let's move on to another compound. If you take ethanol with a formula CH3COOH, we have 2 atoms of carbon, 4 atoms of hydrogen, and 2 atoms of oxygen. I hope that is clear enough. Good. Now I want us to look at something known as relative molecular mass. Relative molecular mass. What is this about? For any molecule, the relative molecular mass is the sum of relative atomic masses of the constituent atoms of the molecule. And we are going to look at some examples and see how you can also calculate the relative molecular masses of some compounds. So first, we are going to look at carbon dioxide, CO2.